welcome back to another Clash Royale video, where today we are going to be trying out this deck here, which is PEKKA Bridge Spam. A clanmate had sent me a video on Instagram. I didn't watch the video, I just saw what cards from the deck, because, I mean, it's Bridge Spam, it's pretty self-explanatory. So instead of watching the video on how to play it, I'm going to learn how to play it myself in these next 3 games, win or lose. It's kind of similar to the other deck I did a couple videos back from my clan members with the Evo PEKKA. Well, they had Evo Witch and Battle Ram, but without Witch in here. So this is the more traditional PEKKA Bridge Spam, so let's hop to our first game and see how it goes. The game went against someone's name I can't pronounce, so hopefully we can figure something out. We're just going to cycle the E-Spirit into the back, which works for us, where we can go in with minions, which will hopefully clean most of that up. We'll go in with our own Battle Ram here at the bridge. Hopefully going to tank for the minions. Oh, so it's going to be a mirror matchup here. And his PEKKA is just going to go absolutely a bye-bye. We can go in for a bandit, which is going to stop his bandit, and then we'll apply pressure into the other lane with the ghost. Which is looking good. We can go in with the E-Spirit here to trigger the ghost. And then go with some minions on top of that. We're not going to worry too much about the E-Wizard. We're just going to save here. So I want to wait for him to play his PEKKA on whichever side, because I'm going to put my PEKKA onto the same side. Or I can put my PEKKA on the side of his Battle Ram, whichever side he decides to put that on. So then now, if we save up, we'll wait for him to play his PEKKA, which he's probably going to want to mirror the side. Yep. So now we can go in with a Battle Ram Bandit onto the other side to apply the pressure. Beautiful connection right there. And we get the Bandit dash. We do unfortunately lose our PEKKA into that fight, but we should be fine to clean it up without taking any damage. And his Magic Archer, that's crazy that he played it there. We'll go in for another PEKKA onto his Battle Ram. And we'll wait for him to play his PEKKA before we put our Battle Ram behind. So now we're going to play same side as him. And we're going to knock everything back. Beautiful RG right there. We'll go ahead and get our PEKKA down to clean all of that up. We'll just do some arrows onto the Magic Archer. Oh, that was a pretty good ability by him. We'll have our bandit going. And we'll do our RG. And our first game is going to be a GG. So I think we played that very well. I don't think there was any really mistakes we made besides our Battle Ram into his PEKKA. But other than that, so far game 1 was good. We'll see you guys in the next into game 2. Again, we're going to do the same play we did last time. We're just going to cycle the E-Spirit in the back. He does have a mini PEKKA, so we're going to do minions and have our PEKKA on standby just in case he does have arrows. Okay, so we're going to have to use the PEKKA because he is going in with a Mother Witch, and I do want to stop as many of those hogs as we can. We're going to go in with Bandit here. We can't stop that completely, but that's fine. We'll have our arrows ready to protect the PEKKA. Okay, we're just going to go in Battle Ram here. He's going to have an E-Wizard placed poorly, which works out for us because we get the damage. We are going to RG right here to hopefully negate all damage from E-Wizard. And then we're just going to wait and see what happens here. We are going to sadly have to go in for a PEKKA here to stop any damage from the Golden Knight, which sets us up poorly unless we can get the elixir for the mini P.E.K.K.A and Battle Ram. So hopefully we take out the mini P.E.K.K.A, so now we can go in with a bandit at the bridge to apply pressure and hold on to our minions for his Battle Ram. We can just go in for our own Battle Ram here. He's probably going to have this E-Wizard there. We're going to have RG here with minions. Okay, we stopped the charge damage, but we are going to take probably a bunch of damage here from the piggies, which is fine. We'll go ahead and just E-Wizard here to stun the witch for a sec. So we will P.E.K.K.A in the back. We will Bandit high to prevent any splash or dash damage from the Golden Knight. We will go ahead and get an RG behind him. We can just arrows all of this. Wait, we have to wait for the E-Wizard to unfortunately die before we can roll in with our Battle Ram, which I think we should be fine. We'll put the Rage down. So hopefully that gets a connection, which it does. Golden Knight will die. We're going with the Bandit. We can E-Spirit back also. And he's BMing. He thinks it's funny. We'll just hit him with a good game as we just annihilate game 2. And we will see you all in the third game. Game 3 here. Okay, yeah, we can go same play where we just cycle the E-Spirit out. And we should be fine. We can go ahead with minions onto the Skellies. He does have a bomber as well, so we're going to go... I guess we can do RG other lane. And then we can P.E.K.K.A over here. RG going to get a connection. And since he is going to want to stop the P.E.K.K.A, we can go dual lane pressure here. Since he's wasted so much elixir so far, so we're going to end up taking that tower. He does go in for a P.E.K.K.A of his own, which is fine. If we go ahead and go get minions up here, and go in with a bandit like this, with a rage, to hopefully clean up the P.E.K.K.A. And I guess that was an okay void. So now we're just going to sit here and save, because we know he has skeletons. So we do have arrows for that, but once he places skeletons and we can get the arrow off, then we can go in Battle Ram. So if we do arrows, then we can go Battle Ram. Oh, that was so bad on me. But we can get a bandit down to dash into him, hopefully killing him. And now we just have to save up for our P.E.K.K.A. Beautiful bandit dash there. We're going to desperately need the P.E.K.K.A now. And just in case he tries to play his P.E.K.K.A on the other side, I'm going to place my P.E.K.K.A like this, that way it would draw his in as well. But we will get minions up on top of that. Once the bomb goes off, we can play Battle Ram with a Rage, because if you play Skarmy, it'll destroy the Skarmy. Just look at that go. We'll bandit other side for dual lane pressure again. And just like that, that's going to be game, because now he's got a second P.E.K.K.A to have to worry about. And if you ask me, it looked like my P.E.K.K.A just doesn't care about his. We can take his P.E.K.K.A out with the minions, and then we'll take his tower with our P.E.K.K.A. So out of the 3 games, this one was by far the easiest. We took literally almost 0 damage the entire game, which is crazy. I believe. I don't know. We might have taken some damage. I can't remember. Especially playing Battle Ram, we should have taken some damage on the other side, unless that was last game. But no, that's going to do it. 3-0 with P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam, the traditional way. Deck is super fun. Honestly, any deck that involves P.E.K.K.A is going to be super fun to play. The core focus on this deck is mainly dual lane pressure. If you P.E.K.K.A one side, they're going to primarily want to try to waste their elixir on the P.E.K.K.A, then you go in with the Battle Ram, and then they'll have no elixir to stop that. Same with Bandit. If the Bandit's down, you go the other lane, because they're going to want to stop the Bandit. So overall, the deck's super fun. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you guys want to see me test and run any other decks, leave those down in the comments below and I'll get around to them. But with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.